we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Thinks of all of this?
Well, I think this Fed meeting could be the most important Fed meeting in Jay Powell's career, certainly the most important Fed meeting of the past 4 or 5 years. And the reason why is because we've had so much incoming data that challenges both their mission and their model. So how they react to that will be extraordinarily important and will be signaling, I think, for investors as to how they should deal with their portfolios going forward. You have to remember that the Fed right now is really operating with a single mandate. Their stated goal is maximizing employment. And you can almost see how important that is to them and just the way that they view the difference between employment and inflation. With employment, they want to see outcomes. We want to see material gains in employment. With inflation, they tell you it's transitory. Trust our forecast. It's an intellectual incongruity that risks damaging their credibility if they're wrong on their forecast. So this meeting is really important because you've had a variety of data points that come in that, again, challenge both their mission and their model.
So take their foot off of that gas pedal?
Well, look, you've got the craziest mix of fiscal and monetary policy since the Federal Reserve Board was created. It goes against, again, all traditional economic orthodoxy. And listen, this really started in 2017 when President Trump cut corporate taxes and gave us a 5% peacetime budget deficit when employment was at 4.5% on the way to 4.1%. That had a really palpable impact because when you have the person at the top say, to heck with orthodoxy, to heck with tradition, we're going to do something that's off-piste. It has a signaling effect to everything else in society. Would we be where we are today with the Fed and the Treasury leaning on each other had we not started back in 2017? Would many media outlets be promoting narratives that they know are false simply because it plays to their audience? Would we have had the Capitol insurrection that we had on January 6th if everyone thought, well, he can do it, they can do it, why can't we? The world's crazy anyway. Little manifestations of that show up in this world we have today, right? Meme stocks going up 1,500%. SPACs, right? There was more money raised in SPACs this year in the first 4 months than were raised in all of IPOs in 2020. So think about what that says. That says that investors were more willing to put money in companies where they had no idea what they're going to invest in than they were into IPOs of known businesses that had business plans and were up and viable. So all of a sudden, there's a premium on the perceived scarcity of uncertainty. It's turned economic orthodoxy upside down. And that's why this meeting's so important, because things are absolutely bat-esque crazy. And at some point, we have to say, okay, wait, slow down. We're going to get back in the lanes, and we're going to drive like we used to.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand everything is planned out. Now, guys, I'm definitely going to start doing videos consistently after the actual summer. Of course, summertime, join the summer family. But I'm definitely going to be more consistent on this channel because, of course, we're going to be headed down after the summer. But getting over to the funny article first, guys, I put this on my Patreon last week. We have potatoes for McDonald's fries are reportedly grown on Bill Gates' farmland. Guys, you cannot make this stuff up. And you can even see it from space. And we know McDonald's is what? Space food. That's right. Now, getting over into the actual news and stocks, guys, it's very important. Because as we know, June is going to roll off. Inflation is going to start rising. And it has here, inflation storm is coming for the U.S. housing market. Over these next 12 months, the housing market is going to be turned upside down. And remember, the crypto teacher advised you. The reason why we have so much inflation in the real estate market right now, guys, is why? The Fed shrink the supply. You wasn't able to evict, less places to stay, more builders building because it's giving the illusion that the demand is high. But guys, we know this is going to change in November. I did a video on my main channel, Crypto Teacher, showing all those who were behind on their mortgage. And then plus, guys, we have the moratorium for the evictions that's going to be ending for the summer. Plus, we know all this free money ends in September. And then plus, guys, we run into the holidays. So the economy is definitely going to be crazy. Plus, the housing market is going to get even crazier. And it's like I said, it's because of the Fed. And the Fed meets when? That's right, this week. 15th and 16th is going to be so important. Now, we had Paul Tudor Jones on CNBC. Did he give us the truth, guys? Yes, he did. But he didn't give us the whole truth, and we know they never do. The fact is that we know why the Fed printed all this money. We know why things are crazy, because they want to build this fourth industrial revolution. The robots, the algorithms. Please go check out my last few videos to make you think. Because it's very important we see the avenue where this economy is going. And they're going to take humanity out the picture. Now we have Facebook is going to be doing a smartwatch. Remember, guys, what I teach you is that Facebook is the perfect social platform because that's what they want to move into, social credit. All this is being done over in China. Remember, China's leading us into the fourth industrial revolution. So how society looks at you, you'll be rated. Remember, we've seen plenty of Netflix movies on it. Now, we have electric car maker Lordstown Motors shares slide out the CEO and CFO resign. And guys, we're going to see a lot of this when it comes to these SPAC. We know it's going to start getting hot in the kitchen. These CEOs and CFOs are going to start running. Of course, they're going to give us some other news, but we've seen this movie before. We know this old stock market, this legacy market is going to come down. And then, of course, the blockchain tokenization stock market is going to rise in the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we have Bitcoin pops 12% after Elon Musk, guys. We know when we watch this channel, I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but what does it do? It sets you free. I told you yesterday that the actual cryptos were going to rise. The reason why it rose, not because of Elon, because the CME opened. But guys, this is the game that's being played. The sheep do not understand finances, so they fall for anything. Now we have American Express put Kabbage acquisition to work with card companies' first checking account. Now, guys, why is American Express doing that? Because a lot of their money came from small businesses. Now they know that we're moving over to this digital transformation. That's the reason why they're moving into checking. We know American Express is not going to go anywhere. Now we have Bank of America spends $1 billion a year on cybersecurity. Do not forget to check out the last video I did on the actual stocks. Now, getting over into the stocks to hedge inflation, guys, is very, very important. So right now, of course, guys, we have oil, we have utilities, we have healthcare, we have gold stocks, we have basic goods and services. So we know that these are going to benefit when it comes to rising inflation. Now, getting over some actual particulars, we have GSG, which of course is also managed by BlackRock. What do? We follow the money. We have SNSR, which is the Internet of Things. We know that's for the fourth industrial revolution, 5G. VNQ, Vanguard, real estate, REITs, guys. Make sure we understand this because we see real estate. Real estate has a boom right now. Yes, we know it's going to fall flat. But right now, when we're talking about inflation, that's what we're looking at. DBB, of course, precious metals. And then, of course, GLD, the gold trust. Very important. And lastly, guys, getting over to the indicators. We have the dollar down. We have the VIX slightly up. And we have the yield slightly up. And guys, do not forget to actually go to the Fed app. Check the amount of money that they're doing. Remember when it first started, it was $1 billion, $50 billion, $200 billion. Now they move all the way up to $500 billion, guys, which is out of this world. But make sure you are definitely focused on the actual indicators. But that's all I have for you guys. Don't forget to check out the main channel, Crypto Teacher. Learn the new crypto economy, the fourth industrial revolution, cryptos, blockchain, tokenization. I keep you up to date. Like, subscribe, spread that channel everywhere. Also, this channel, guys, like, subscribe, spread the channel everywhere. You have a wonderful day.